Hi, and welcome to another episode of Mathemagics. Today we're going to take our first couple steps into probability. So, let's just get right on and look at the problem. A survey was conducted to determine whether a group of 11th graders and 12th graders preferred to go to the amusement park or to the zoo for a class trip. The results are shown in the table. So we have the table right there. We have 32 11th graders that want to go to the amusement park, 18 11th graders that want to go to the zoo, 24 12th graders that want to go to the amusement park, and 26 12th graders that want to go to the zoo. So based on the table, what is the probability that a student preferred a class trip to the zoo given that they are in the 11th grade? So this actually is a couple things. So it's basic table reading, but it's combined with kind of a probability concept where you have the probability is A given B. Okay? So you want the probability of A assuming an initial requirement. And this is just a really complicated way of saying, take the 11th graders, figure out what percentage of the 11th graders want to go to the zoo. So in this case, we'd have to figure out how many 11th graders there are. So we just literally add the row for 11th graders, and you have 32 plus 18 equals 50. And that's something I kind of want to bring up again. A lot of these problems, you're going to have nice, even numbers. They aren't testing you on numerical complexity. They're testing you on concepts. So we have 50 11th graders. So how many of them want to go to the zoo? Well, we look at our table, and the table says that 18 of them want to go to the zoo. So how do we find out what the percentage is? Well, use your brains for a second, and we'll get right there. So 18 out of the 50 want to go to the zoo. We literally divide 18 divided by 50, and that gives us 36% of our 11th graders want to do that. So now we need to put in our answer. All right, so we have no 36% or 0.36. But we look over there at our little enter thingy, and we don't have a percents button, do we? We don't. We do not have a percentage button. So you need to put this in either as a percentage, or not a percentage, a decimal. You need to put it in as a decimal or a fraction. So the fraction we already have, it's right down there, 18 out of 50. But some of you might be thinking, like, well, wait a minute. What if I reduce the fraction? Well, that's okay. For this problem, it will take any of your fractional equivalents. You can't go bigger, so you wouldn't be able to do, what would that be? 36 over 100. Don't do that. But 18 over 50 or 9 over 25, that works perfectly. And you'll see, just down here, we have a little fraction button. So you can just put, the fraction button, and then you just literally type in the 18 and then the 50 or the 9 over 25. Don't type it the way I have it over there. Don't type it that way, because that's not going to work. But type it, use that fraction button, or just put it in as the decimal. It doesn't really matter. Again, notice it doesn't ask you to round, because you will be getting that percentage. Percentages have a fixed number of decimals that you're going to use, right? Percentage are 2 decimal places, right? Rounding to the nearest hundredth, because there's 100%. Mind blown. So we have either the decimal or the fraction, slam it in, and then we're done. And let's say you don't really know how the different, you don't know how probability works. Again, you don't need to know, the probability of A given B is, probability of A and all this nonsense. You don't need that. All you need to do is be able to be like, all right, so I have this many 11th graders. I can ignore the entire bottom half. And that's, again, Simplify the problem. But you can ignore the entire bottom half, and then you're done. Like, you're like, okay, cool, I just have the 32 plus the 18. Okay, I have 18 for one at the zoo. Boom, bada boom, bada boom. Magic. Mathemagics. Oh my god, it's the name of the show. We did it, everyone. Anyway, that's all I wanted to be doing for this episode. Again, these are going to be real nice, quick hit episodes. We're going to be doing 30 of these, 31 of these. There's 31 days in March. Remember how calendars work? I do today. So we're going to be doing 31 of these episodes. They're all going to be about this length. There might be a few longer ones. Like I said, we're going to be going in and looking at the reference sheet. There we go. I can remember things. We're going to be looking at the reference sheet probably sometime in the middle of the month. It's maybe closer to the end of the month. And we're going to be going over a lot. In our last episode, on the 31st, the day before OSTs start, we're going to be doing a large review episode and a review live stream. So go check out the live stream on the 31st. And it'll be great. Anyway, you have a fantastic day. And remember, math is magic.